All right, and we are live. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. I don't know if you've seen my video on the Kururin sticks, but we're going to make a couple of those first, and then we'll do some tops. All right. Start out by rounding it off. Blessed beyond belief, you're the first in. Thank you for coming in. I'm trying to get my camera squared up. It just won't hold. Maybe right there. I usually use a different phone, and I had forgot to plug it in, and the battery was too far. I didn't want to chance it. So, okay, we'll just leave it there. All right, safety glasses. Face shield. Matthew's in. Hey, Matthew. I'm doing okay. Doing all right. Pretty good, in fact. We're going to make a couple Kururin sticks. If you've seen on my channel, I have a little cutout template. They're kind of fun for one of those fun kind of kids toys. But I don't know. I find them fascinating too. Very simple to make. Patrick Jones, do you only use dry wood? How can you keep wet wood from splitting? Okay, so that is a good question. So when you have wood prepared, one thing that there are woods that are prone to splitting, and some that aren't. A lot of the fruit woods will split like crazy. So if you split them like firewood, where most of the water can come out of the side, they'll have better chance of not splitting. If you leave them round and not cut into blanks, when they dry from the ends, they'll split, guaranteed. And even sometimes you can do everything right and it still splits. So, but I use a combination of wet wood, dry wood. For the tops, I use a lot of dry wood. But I enjoy turning wet wood. It's easy and it has the big ribbons. It's very satisfying. And I like how it kind of moves around, like in a bowl or something, or a vase. Stuff like this, the toys, I'd rather them not move that much. So I think this is the diameter. These feet, yeah, it's only about that big around, so I gotta go quite a bit down. This wood that I'm turning right now is Yew wood. Trying to get a better camera position here. All right. Mostly in the UK, but there are some that is from North America, which is where I got this. And it has just such a really nice grain. Really love it. All right, so Patrick Jones is in. Thanks for stopping in. Jay is in from Salisbury Crafts. Hi, Jay. So when you use the skew like that, you almost don't need to sand. It is so smooth. Yeah, Patrick, any questions, definitely look at those ribbons from that skew. I love using the skew. Sometimes you can try as hard as you want and the skew just, I don't know, takes a special piece of wood, patience, and the right angle. I am going to use 150 grit because I want to shape it better. This is what's known as a Kururin stick. Kururin. And I'm not sure how important that geometry is, other than probably the same on both sides and then thicker in the middle. .88 or .79, so we gotta take some more off. Doesn't look 100% symmetrical to me, but we can work on that. 0.794, 0.854. Okay. Okay, close enough. All right, so this is yew, like I said, yew wood, Y-E-W, and we're gonna put some color on it. I have red, yellow, green, and blue in Salisbury Crafts watercolors. So RGBY, put in the chat two of those letters, and we'll see which ones win, and we'll color this thing. RGBY. Blessed beyond belief. Have you ever thought of taking the shavings, mix them with wax to make fire starters? I've done that. I have done that. So the other part of that is, if I take you out of my phone holder, that's my wood pile, wood or shavings pile. It actually doesn't look as big as it actually is. It would take a lot of wax. I end up usually just taking it all out to the burn pile. So yeah, I have done that, and I had a bunch of candles and I melted them down. It actually works very well, but I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, hit the like button, definitely. Blessed beyond belief is David. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Blessed is David. David is blessed. David is blessed beyond belief. Aren't we all? We are all so richly blessed to live where we live, have what we have, be able to say what we say. All right, no takers on colors. I guess I will do the colors. My favorites are blues and greens. I love the yellow, but I think I'm gonna do blue and green. And these are Salisbury Crafts. My blue is looking a little green. I'll tell you, I was watching the inauguration today, and I don't care who you vote for or what party, what country, political like pomp and circumstance is pretty cool. All the protocol and just the grandeur of it. I could really get into that. I mean, there's an amazing amount of money spent. You can't get around that. But it's pretty cool. I was watching the car that President Trump got into, and just it looked like it had 36-inch wheels, tires, and it was so high off the ground. You could tell the glass was about 3 inches thick. Just pretty cool. Really neat. So, David, at Blessed Beyond Belief, I think you can click in the chat, and I don't know, maybe you have to be on a PC, but you can click someone's name and add them, or maybe that's just what I can do. I don't know. But yeah, Salisbury Crafts. Definitely everybody in the chat sub to Salisbury Crafts. Do me a huge favor. Do Jay a huge favor. It is at Salisbury Crafts -AU. Alright, so with this is a Kururin stick, and it's kind of like one of those Mexican jumping beans that we had when we were kids, or at least I did. It's weighted just so, and we're gonna see that. Let me put some super glue on this to coat it. I don't know if you guys were in on Sunday. I did a bowl. I did finish it. We made this on the live on Sunday. Didn't finish the bottom. That's what the wood looks like uncoated. But really neat features in it. It's the same type of wood as what this is, coated with shellac. All right, let's put some super glue. This is Satellite City, thick. My favorite super glue. So one thing about all of the colors, Satellite City, Sacronate Glue, code Bailey 10 to have 10% discount. Yep, caglue.com. One thing about all of this that we're using is Salisbury Crafts colors are non-toxic. Any of this super glue, once it cures, is non-toxic. Basically turns into plastic, which, I mean, it's probably not healthy, but it's not going to hurt you. I was instructed not to, you should not eat CA glue when it's still wet. Not a good idea. And we are curing it with accelerant from Satellite City, caglue.com. All right, let's cut this off and see if it works. So what I'm going to do, since I have it between centers, is I'm going to cut a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, kind of keep going till there's just a tiny bit left on each side. I'll speed it up a little bit. These are very easy to make and they're fun to play with. All right, and that's that. So I'm going to quickly put in my sanding disc. Now, the best way to do this is to glue a little piece of rubber, soft rubber, on each end. We're going to try it without, see if it works. Come on. Alright, I had to find something flat. Okay, see if it'll work. Yeah. So it just kind of walks along. And I think there's like games you can play to try to stop it standing up or whatever, but it's just kind of fun to do. You can't really do it too hard or it'll go flying. It just kind of walks along. So cool. I could do that for a long time. All right, let's make one more of those. We'll do red and yellow for the next one. Very easy to make. They're more geometry based than like a top has to be very symmetrical. Balanced perfectly to spin right. These are a little more forgiving maybe. Alright, I want to turn down the sound a little bit. This piece is not even close to round, but we'll take care of that very quickly in short order. Put away some tools. Sorry, I should get back to the chat. I'm seeing that I forgot Ohio State was playing tonight. I went to Ohio State. Not that I watch all the football games, but all right. I got some super glue. Patrick, you got some of the Satellite City? They're a great company to work with. Great company. Screenshot. Super glue is to seal in the color and just kind of protect the just to keep the wood from, to make it, help it last longer. It just seals it in. It won't get stained if kids like write on it with crayon or something. It won't stick. That's about it. Oh, Michigan. Yeah, well, you can't win them all. All right. Might not be able to get one out of this. I think that dip goes down too far. We'll keep going, try it. Maybe we'll make a smaller one. Alright, so here's the challenge. Hey, Doug Miller's in from Doug Miller at Wood Spun Round. I'm going to look at Salisbury Crafts YouTube. Jay has... Scroll over here. 22 subscribers. We need 33. No, we need 23. We need 23 subscribers tonight at Salisbury Crafts. At Salisbury Crafts -AU. Let's see if we can get that. That would do Jay a favor. That would help me out. I will be representing Salisbury Crafts colors. I'm going to have some product to sell shortly, and we'll be out unrolling some ways to purchase that. Great opportunities, great color, really catching on in Australia, in South Australia, and we want to be a part of that. So we're going to do everything we can to help. And you guys can also do that by subscribing to his channel. So anything you can do other than that, like how can you do, like, that's the least you could do is subscribe to his channel. All right. Alright, put our bevel on it. .75, 0.825. All right, a little bit more. Seven, 8, that's pretty close. We can get the rest with sanding. We're gonna go back through our grits, same as we did before. All right. This one's a little bit slimmer, so we're going to see if it works as well. I have a feeling it will. All right, we're going to do red and yellow on this one. Make it like a knee sock. Who's in? Patrick Jones. They split after treated. Yeah, I don't know if the oil really helps them not split. I think it's more about the water. There are methods to dry stuff out. To dry it out. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You have to dry it slow, like put it in a bag of wood shavings and let it sit inside, stuff like that. Put something like wax on the end so that the moisture comes out from the inside or from the sides. Actually, this one, let's do half yellow and half red. That'll be cool. Put a little bit of color on it here. Richard McCann, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, guys, if you have any advice, like I said, I don't turn a lot of, or I turn wet and dry, but I don't have the patience to let it dry, so I just do a lot of wet. Now, another thing I know is if you're making the sides and the base the same thickness, you have a better chance of it not splitting. If you've got a thick base on it, it probably will split, in my experience. Deadshot. Deadshot is in. Deadshot, we were making what's called a Kururin stick. And I already made one. We're making the second one. Using some more color than usual. Tops, we only get to use a little bit of color here and there. I've got my battery powered heat gun that actually tells me the temperature, set temperature. One thing I like about the yellow is the yellow kind of changes color as it dries, especially with heat. I love that. I love the end color. Oh, drill all the way through. Okay. I never thought about that. Doug, blessed beyond belief, his name is Dave. David. David. We learned today. Mono is in. Thanks for stopping in, Mono. All right, this is where the magic happens. Once it's dry, it did not come off in the glue. I like that. That glue's still wet a little bit, and we didn't get any color come off into the glue. I like that a lot. Small woodlots in. Hey, Pat. My mom trained me to never stop thinking even when I sleep. Needless, I don't sleep too well. Yes. Yes, I know what you mean. I hear you. And everyone's like, get a hobby. Now all I think about is my hobby. I will say this. Now that the inauguration has happened here, I am not going to watch any more news, and that usually helps relieve a lot of stress, because there's nothing I can do about it anyway. All right, this one we're going to polish to run through the polishing sequence. So I'm going to use some abrasive paste, and we're going to put it on. You can see that super glue is a little rough. So when I spray it, the next layer just dries almost immediately, and it usually doesn't dry exactly smooth. And a piece like this, you can really tell. So what I'm going to do is take my paper towel and put some abrasive paste on it, and we're going to spin it fast and just polish all that super glue off. Richard, where are you located? It is freezing cold here too. Terribly cold. Here in Northeast Ohio. All right, that shine. That is why we do it, isn't it? The zoom thing is frustrating. Wish there was a better way to zoom. If I had a real phone, sorry about that. If I had a real camera, it'd probably be easier than a phone. But that is pretty cool there. All right, let's cut this off, see if it works. So I like these colors. They're translucent. You can see through them. You can see the grain of the wood. That's nice. I love that yellow. So you might be thinking that's the color of the wood. But, well, this has not quite as yellow. This has shellac on it, so it yellows it a little bit. There's the other one that we made. So it's just kind of tints it yellow. It's kind of yellow on yellow wood, so. But that is a Kururin stick. Let's cut it off and see if it works. Alright, let's get those ends sanded off. Get our board set up here. All right, here's our first one we made. Cool. It's so cool. Second one. Yep. Nice. So there you go. Easy project. Easy to make. Easy to play with. You can make all kinds of different color combinations. That one's a spiral. And if they get tired of it, you can use it for a fishing bobber. So if you put a little piece of soft rubber on the ends, it works even better. But these work pretty good. Fun and easy to make. All right. We're going to transition to tops. Kururin, Deadshot, thanks for coming in. Kururin. Let me type it in here. Kururin sticks. It's really hard to say. Pen blank? Yeah, you can use it as a pen blank. If nobody wants to use them. All right, let's get back to making some tops. We have all kinds of colors. If you're in the chat and you want to see me make a top with your favorite color, feel free to put it in the chat. I love when we get new people in the channel, so feel free to comment now if you're new. If it's your first time, we will take you as priority for top colors, spinning tops. That's what we're going to make. Also, if anything that you see made tonight, if you are interested in it, you can message me on my Gmail, buildsbailey@gmail.com. Feel free, or through Instagram. We're on Instagram at Bailey Woodworks. Okay, put some tools away. All right, let's get back to the chat here. Airbrush paint will block up in a marker. Oh, okay. Feliciano Castellanos. Hello, thanks for stopping in. You're new, first time, nice. Okay, Jay, what is the difference between the two? I assume you're talking about paint? Punji sticks? What are those, Richard? Is that something I can make, or is that like a bow staff? JC is in? Is it JC or Jace? Two completely different mixes. Airbrush paint will block up in a marker. Okay. Is it just dry fast, Jace? Or Jay? Maybe? Jason? Jason or Jace. Okay. Will the marker refill go through an airbrush? Be very light coated compared to a coat of airbrush paint. Okay. I'm also gonna get some airbrush kits. Jay sent me the specs on the one that he uses, and we're gonna stock that. I've ordered some airbrush paints. I've ordered some markers, the marker refills. What else, Jay? I can't even remember. I think that was about it. Airbrush paint, and marker refills. And some triggers, the sprayers, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm not going to ask what you thought this was before. I'm making a mushroom top. I think we'll stop there. Fist reinforcement. I might have to look into that. Is it round? So another thing about Salisbury Crafts is Jay does a lot of events around his area in South Australia with And correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, but like with kids fun days, I think they're called, where they'll have like coloring pages, and he takes his the markers and paints, and they just have fun painting and coloring, learn about different colors, whatever. I don't know if it's a learning event or just a fun thing. Sounds fun. We also want, Jay wants to do some live streams, but we need your help to get him to 50 subscribers to start doing some live streams. So if anybody can go, let's see where you're at, Jay. Let me refresh. 23, come on, we can do better than that. We need 22 subscribers. 22 subscribers. 22 people to go check out Salisbury Crafts YouTube. All you have to do is subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. You're not joining anything. You're just subscribing to a channel, just like any other channel. And then he's going to start doing some live streams. It's going to be awesome. But let's get it. I need 22 people to commit. Going over there right now and subscribing. I will be checking periodically. What color is the base? Color is the base of a red mushroom? Is it just white? It's kind of weird. If you go to Jay's YouTube, he has some videos up of some of the things that he's doing and some of the kids coloring. Looks pretty cool. Oh, that looks very nice. That looks really nice. Too close. Too far. Too close. Smurf's house. All right, anybody else subscribe? Come on, guys. Just do it. Do it. Oh, I didn't spread it out enough. Shoot. So here's the trick. I gotta sand it without getting down to the color. Or we could try putting another layer on and see if it covers it up. Sometimes that works. Nope. Nope, it's not gonna work. Too much. I may have messed this one up. All right, what's going on? Jay, are you still yeah, how's Robo doing? Haven't heard from him for a while. Deadshot subscribed. All right, thank you. Go down through the chat here. 25. All right, we're halfway there. No more turning. Does miss turning. There's one nearly every month in Oz. Looks like a strawberry. Still doing lives. I'm sure he'll come in every now and then. That would be cool. Yeah, we need to hear from Robbo. Copper Owl's in. Hey, Rob. Magic mushroom. I'll tell you what. It's not treating me very well. Of course, that's all self-inflicted, right? I didn't do the super glue right. It doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. I used the thin to kind of fill in the little crevices. We'll put some thick on to make it glossy again. We'll make sure we spread it out this time. All right, and I think we're gonna stop while we're ahead on that one. It took way too long. Way too long. All right, Rob, thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna get this one cut off and pick another one. Somebody in the chat who has not talked yet, put in their 2 favorite colors, and we are going to turn some tops and make them some colors. I don't want to pick all the colors tonight. And it even spins after all that. Spins pretty good. All right, what are we up to? Salisbury Crafts. We are trying to get Jay up to 50 subscribers tonight. So everybody go to @Salisbury Crafts -AU. Let's get Jay 50 subscribers. Looks like this. He helps kids, guys. Come on, he helps kids. We need 50 subscribers. @Salisbury Crafts -AU. Let's make it happen. All right, another top. If Jay gets 50 subscribers tonight, we will pick somebody from the chat, and they will get four tops sent to them for free. 4 in the US. So let's do it. Who wants them? Red and purple. Richard McCann said red and purple. All right. Lower center gravity. Center gravity doesn't mean anything in tops. We can get by center gravity. I can prove that. Let me make a quick top here. I'm gonna make it red and purple. I mean, center gravity helps it spin longer. I won't say it doesn't mean anything. I'll take that back. I take that back. But you can spin it. You can spin a top with a high center gravity. All right, red and purple. Hey, Brian is in from the Vineyard Farmhouse. Hey, Brian. Brian has a show every Wednesday night, a live stream also. Um, Brian, you should get Jay from Salisbury Crafts to appear on your show. Jay is a maker also from Australia, and he is starting a company with colors, which I'm sure you've seen. We are working with Jay and Salisbury Crafts, but that'd be pretty cool for your show. Coco the dog is hanging his head low, being sad because he scratched Emily. Oh boy. Slow. Oh yes, subscribe. Definitely. Definitely. I forgot, I could go subscribe on some of my channels too. I have a few. The problem is I don't really watch a lot on those channels, so I hate, it's like a fake subscription, but I guess if it helps them do live streams, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that as soon as I'm done here. Oh, Coco is a cat. Wait. Coco is a smart dog? Hmm. So is Coco a cat or a dog? I thought Coco was a monkey. Alright, our red looks a little more orangey, but sometimes you take what you get. Alright, where we at on Salisbury Crafts? Still at 26, guys. Come on. Let's do this. If you're coming into the chat, we're trying to get Jay to 50 subscribers so he can do live streams. All right. All right, there we go. Oh, that's a nice one. All right, we've got the mushroom spinner, and the call it orange and purple. It should have been red and purple, but I could swore I had a red pencil. All right, so center gravity. Obviously, they spin when the center is low. You can also turn them upside down. Spin them upside down. And a bigger table is easier. But the faster everything spins, it's just how fast. Oh, that went flying. Just depends on how fast you spin it. Oh. All right, where are we at? Hour and a half. We'll do a couple more. Oh. All right. I think this is too short to get another top, so I'm going to put another piece of wood in there. All right, takes a few minutes to get set up there, but make sure it's tight. All right, everybody put in the chat where you're from. We have 79 in the chat, so 79 responses, where you're from and what the temperature is. I'm in Northeast Ohio, and I think it's 6 outside. Somewhere between 4 and 6. Really cold. Tara Wallace is in. Hello. Salisbury Crafts, Sal. Hi, Tara. Hi, Sal. Okay, Sal. We could do that. $13 in Philadelphia. That's heat wave. 37 Celsius. Oh my. Todd's in Dayton at 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Wow. All right, if you're just joining us, we want everyone to subscribe to Salisbury Crafts YouTube channel. It's at Salisbury Crafts -AU. No spaces. 7 degrees for Richard. At the New York, PA border. Yeah, man, it's cold everywhere. Quebec, Canada, 25 Celsius. No. Minus 25 Celsius. I missed the dash, Matthew. I missed the dash. Minus 25. All right, I don't have anything to complain about then. We're at well, I don't know what we are at Celsius. What is let's see. We're at about 6 F to C. We're minus 14 Celsius. All right. All right. Sounds horrible. Bow hunting 101. Yes, we're making a spinning top. This was not airbrush. This was a refill, the pen refill, Doug, with a trigger. I'm going to get some airbrush stuff. I have a few weeks, but I did buy some airbrush paints. I will be doing that, but this is just a trigger on the pen refills. Wow. Yeah, that's cold. I prefer about 90 Fahrenheit, which would be closer to what Jay's seeing, I think, at 36 Celsius. What is 36? 36. That's got to be about 100, isn't it? Yeah. 97 maybe? Yeah, 97. I was pretty close. I did that in my head. All right. I want to add a color, but I don't know what color to add. I think we'll just leave it at that. Just leave her yellow. Put some glue on it. I do like the yellow. $19 in East Tennessee. Okay. My son is traveling to North Carolina in the morning. And I don't know what it is in North Carolina. Probably about that same. Probably about between 15 and 25, I would imagine. That's just too cold. I don't know who's controlling the weather right now, but it is too cold. Rest assured, it's not me controlling the weather. So sometimes when I put the color on, or the super glue, I will actually put it on this side so I can see if it's dry. Without touching the good part. Trying to get a little bit thinner so I can spray it with the accelerator, not have it cloud up. I'm gonna polish this one. Ooh. Because I love the yellow. This is my new favorite top right here. I don't know if anybody, I should have looked in the chat, see if anybody put any colors. You guys are being quiet about the colors tonight, so I'll just go ahead and pick them. No worries. Let's get some. Get some abrasive paste. Yeah, for real. Chinese control the weather. I've actually heard that. I don't know. I don't want to believe it. I know there's a lot of technology out there. If somebody said we could control the weather, I would probably believe them. I'm fairly gullible. So, don't want that to be true. The abrasive paste is, like Matthew said, it's just a simple mixture of beeswax, mineral oil, and diatomaceous earth. You just heat it up, heat up the oil, melt the beeswax in it, and then add as much of the polish or the abrasive that you want. You can add anything. Anything abrasive would work. Have different levels of grit. I don't really measure the abrasive, but there is a measurement for the oil and wax. Could not tell you what it is right now, but I can find it. And you want to get that nice and hot so it breaks down and smooths out that wood. All right. Let's see how this one goes. And we are just using pine for this. Pine is nice for live streams because it's quick to cut and it doesn't really dull the tools. So I don't have to take breaks to sharpen. Other hardwoods, I would have to take a lot of breaks. Ooh, that's a nice one. Got some good spinners tonight. Ooh. All right, I think we're gonna stop there. We made our mushroom top spinner. Made our orange and purple. Should have been red and purple, but picked the wrong pencil. I got yellow and black. And we made our 2 Kururin sticks. If you missed it, these guys, they just kind of walk. This isn't flat and it's not nearly big enough, but they do a little walk because of their shape. And I got that stuck down in. There we go. You can go back and watch. I also have another video on making these, a dedicated video. So thanks everybody for coming in. We appreciate it. Had a good time. Steel wool pumice, yeah. Superb finish. Thank you, Richard. 6 recipes. Okay. Yellow and blue. How thin can I make a top? Bow hunting. Thank you. Thank you. Jason White is in. Mario. Oh yeah, Mario. I forgot. I was like, is the mushroom from Alice in Wonderland or from something else? I forgot about Mario. I'll tell you what, Pat. Let's do a thin one on Wednesday. Let's see how thin we can get it. You're talking like this part thin, or the stem. Either way, we'll try a couple different ones. We'll try that on Wednesday. So if this is your first time, we do live streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 o'clock till whenever. And that is Eastern time. And if you could subscribe as you leave, or as I close down. Also go to Salisbury Crafts at Salisbury Crafts -AU and subscribe. Jay and I are working together on some projects, and we'd appreciate it. You're at 29, Jay. We got a handful. Really like to see that at 50. So anybody that's in, if you could help us out, go to at Salisbury Crafts -AU and subscribe. And you'll see the logo looks just like that. That's their logo. Jay's logo. Go there and definitely subscribe. There you go. Todd's got it. And we'll see you guys Wednesday. Enjoy the day. If you're from the U.S., enjoy day 1 of 47th president. And we'll see you on Wednesday. All right. Bye, guys.